let's talk about what not to do with customer service. I had a run-in recently, and I just wanted to, right now I'm doing some work around the house so I don't look the best in the world, but it bothered me enough I thought I needed to do a YouTube video for small business owners and even medium and large size business owners, because I'm noticing in America the level of customer service is going down. And so a few weeks ago I ordered some more fish pepper seed. If you've seen my videos before, you've seen that I have planted and grown fish peppers. You may notice that I do a lot of peppers and some tomatoes. Well, anyway, I was sent the seed and planted them. And within 2 weeks, they all germinated very well. I was very happy, except they were green. If you know anything about fish pepper, they're variegated. They shouldn't be green. Then later, one of the peppers was growing taller than normal. And the next set of leaves, because they all start out with those little willow leaf first set of leaves, and those are not true leaves. So the second set is your next true leaves, and they became segmented. That ain't right for a pepper. And they weren't variegated. Like, this isn't right. Well, then I looked, and it started growing hairs on it. They had sent me tomato plants. So this right here, this is what they sent me as fish pepper. And I'll tell you the name of the company. It was Murray Seed Company. Because I contacted Murray and I told them that this right here is definitely not a pepper. This is tomato. They responded back in a way I have never heard before in my life. They pretty much told me that they are so big that Murray Seed Company owns a bunch of companies, and among them is Tom's Tomatoes. Excuse the helicopter and the traffic noise. I'm outside. We're got a bunch of military bases in Northwest Florida, and so helicopters fly around all the time. The sound of freedom. But anyway, so they said that they own a bunch of companies, one of which is Tom's Tomatoes. And they said that basically they were so large that it was impossible for them to mess up. That their procedure is so wonderful that they couldn't mess up. Moreover, they said that if they had messed up, they have so many customers that they would have received thousands upon thousands of complaints for a species of pepper that was thought to be extinct just a few years ago. Yeah. I personally call BS on that. But be that as it may, they wanted to know my level of expertise. So they were questioning my abilities. And they wanted to know my protocols and everything else. So as I explained it to them, I only do one set of seeds at a time. And this is how I do it. I put a planting medium. This case I had a planting medium. I put a little bit of sand on top to cover, and I label it. All right, and I put it in a solo cup with some holes. And that's how I germinate all of my nightshades, because where I live is the breakover point between zone 9 and zone 8. So therefore, like right now, it is about 70 degrees outside. The highs are normally in the 80s. These seeds are going to pop up. And so I have no problems germinating peppers and tomatoes and eggplants and all that. And I told them, I said, I've been growing plants all my life. I've never had this problem. They went on to basically call me an idiot. They didn't say idiot, but they might as well have said idiot. And they doubled down on fighting me. This isn't the way that you should do customer service. When someone says there's a problem, and this is the problem, and like I told them, I don't trust their seeds anymore, because obviously they put tomato seeds in their pepper seed listings, their packets. So I don't trust them. Instead of saying, you know what, we need to double up and we need to double check, make sure that our process isn't flawed. Instead of doing that, they just doubled down and said that they were beyond reproach. And that's wrong. I could have made a mistake. In this case, I didn't, because I only did those seed that day. Had I been doing different seeds, I would have took the blame, and most gardeners probably would. And most people would never reach out to the company. Now, this was on Etsy. I've had more problems with Etsy than anybody else. But again, on Etsy, you can get seed you can't get other places. So fish pepper, a little harder to find. We thought it was extinct until just a few years ago. So just don't be that way, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Be better. Give some good customer service. It goes a long way. You can say, look, we don't do refunds. That's our policy. That's fine. But you can also follow it up with and say, look, we don't do refunds. However, I'm going to take this to the person in charge of packaging seeds, and we're going to try and make sure that no other gardeners have this problem. And we're sorry that you had this experience with us, and we hope that you will try us again next year. That right there, at least saying, we're sorry you had this experience. We're going to try to rectify it. Next year, try us out again, please. You don't have to give me the money back, but you can handle it in a better way. So that is just a little bit of, this isn't really venting. This is just trying to help anybody that might have a small business, because you can lose a lot of money doing refunds. You can lose a lot of money doing exchanges. You don't have to do that, and still you can give good customer service. And being that I am a mediator and I deal in conflict, and also I have an MBA, I just wanted to show what not to do and give an idea of how you could do it. And so if you find this content to be helpful with your company or whatever, please let me know. I'd love to hear that. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you hadn't already subscribed by now, go ahead and subscribe because it's free and you're watching to the end. Also, don't be afraid to reach out to a company when they've done you wrong. Let them know. You might be surprised. They might do you right. And if they do, thank them because they're becoming a rarity. And with that, I'll see you again next time. Bye.